make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both got...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Makes the grab. It's Alston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Huskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Byrne. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions.
Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. to the ground with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the 1st. To the air, it's Byrne. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The give from the gun. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the inside give. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get him.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber.
There's a live football. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years. And it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Byrne. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Just keep slinging it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Hansen. It's a running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The FIU Panthers have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the ground game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the...
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Byrne. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah.
There he goes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the single back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nice move there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from the 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown tie. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Byrne. Fires on the move. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw again. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on. But they needed more pass rush early in this game.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Alston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air. It's Grimes. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Bird. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Give to the running back.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. To throw, it's Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys